Alright, we're out here today with the X-Maxx. We're going to run both X-Maxxes around. I got the Rustler 4x4s. These have both got upgraded steering servos, upgraded belt cranks, upgraded shocks. They got the Proline shocks and then the upgraded axles. They've got steel axles by Traxxas, front and rear. So no axle problems, so all the problems with the Rustler 4x4s, they're solved. I've got the E-Revo 2.0, gonna run it by itself. I have another one that we're gonna run them together, but I don't have it out here today. We gotta get it put together. Here's the Max, the new Max. We're gonna get it out here and run it against the Outcast, the 10th anniversary Outcast. So we're going to see how they compare against each other and get that going. Then we got the Mojave, one everybody's loving right now. I actually love the way that it rides. I think the tires are a little too small and it needs a steering servo. But overall, great looking truck, great, a lot of speed, loving the truck. Against what everybody controversy. The controversy is the UDR. So rather than guess, watch videos, see what's going on, I'm going to run it against the UDR. So it's going to be the Mojave against the UDR. So I can tell you right off the bat that the UDR for details, definitely a lot better. The body overall, a lot stronger than the Mojave. It's just the overall appeal of the truck. The UDR definitely looks a lot better. So even with the fire extinguishers up here, the plastic cut fire extinguishers versus the painted on fire extinguishers. So you can see the back bumper right there, that big space I was talking about. Guess what? UDR has the same thing. So I can see why people are comparing the trucks, because overall, about the same size trucks, same build characteristics, all that stuff. You can see that the fake fan setup on the UDR right there versus the vents that are just cut in the body. So I can tell overall that the body itself on the UDR, much more to scale. Everything's a lot nicer on the UDR. They've got the fake Fox shocks reservoirs up there where the UDR just doesn't have anything. You know, UDR's got the fake sticker lights up at the top versus Traxxas has got the light bar at the top. So overall, you know, I give the appearance UDR all the way. Mojave is definitely a good looking truck. Not saying that it's not, but for scale and for appearance, UDR definitely looks a lot better. Traxxas has definitely got that figured out. So with that said, I'm gonna get some batteries put in these things and get to running some of these RCs. All right, we'll be back in a second. I think this is just about half of what I have. Crazy. Ready, Peanut? We're gonna run them that way.
But there's a cute dog right there.
It's Okay, the dog will move. We're not going that far. Chloe, go stand over there.
Where?
On the side.
Okay. We're gonna race?
Yeah. Chloe, not so far away. One, two, three.
Yeah. Dad, hurry up. Tina, you're supposed to wait for Dad.
Over to the stand.
The stand? Okay.
They'll be fine right there. We can see them.
That was when I went, that was half the level.
Dad.
The UDR stuff. No, don't do that. That's the UDR stuff. It says to roll over. I got it.
Do you want to stand right here, Dad? Get in the stand, dude. Right here, fine?
Yeah.
Do you guys want to race?
Not in the stand.
You're ripping off the grass, Dad.
It's like a jump right there.
That was a little jump.
Nice thing about this, it doesn't roll over in the sand because the rear end slides out. See?
And it's really, really soft.
Mojave does this.
UDR only rolls over on high grip on grass.
It's like grass is like sticking to your wheels and makes you like flip over.
Yeah, the UDR does that on grass, where the Mojave will tend to slide. But on concrete, the UDR will love to spin around. It'll do donuts.
Okay, let's test that then.
See?
What about the Mojave?
Mojave does the same thing. Watch out for the runner.
No, not really.
It does. You get donuts in it. Just not enough room though.
No, because I'm going really like that.
You're not doing it correctly.
Let's break some concrete.
No.
These are off-road trucks.
We're meant for grass or sand or dirt.
Again, Dad?
No, you can tell the Mojave's faster.
Yeah,
I like
true.
the lights on the
Yeah, but the fox is still nice and it's still fast.
I mean, they're close.
They're close to each other.
They're both on 6S. The Mojave's got the top end.
Yeah,
I think that BXL motor
makes it faster.
is a little bit faster.
Okay, should we do which one are we going to do next? Probably like the Max versus the Outcast. You never run Outcast yet.
Hold on. So there's our head-to-head battle with the Mojave and the UDR. It looks like overall they both have their great things going on about them, but overall they're about the same. The Mojave's a little faster. It looks like up top. For the most part, they run about the same. Mojave will take it up top. I think the overall top speed is a little bit faster. In the sand, they tend to do the same. On the grass, the Mojave's got the advantage with the independent rear suspension. In the sand, I think the live axle, it does a lot better in the sand, the UDR. So, I mean, they both have their characteristics going on. So, I think both of them should be in your arsenal, you know. Body overall on the UDR is much better than the Mojave, just the detail work. And yeah, that's my thoughts on the UDR and the Mojave running together. Thanks for watching. So here's the Outcast 10th anniversary. We're gonna have this run this by itself, and then I think we're gonna put this up against the E-Revo. What I don't like about this remote, look, it's lagging. I'm pushing the throttle and it's not moving. Steering wheel's on. That's quarter throttle. Brakes. Lazy servo again. Yeah, like they say, the wheelie tool.
Oh, God.
Such a short wheelbase, you like to roll. Hit that tree. Funny how it bounces down and bounces back up.
It is fun.
Just loves the wheelie. Walking the dog. It can't flip over sideways. It can, I guess, but it's so wide. Look how wide this thing is. See, that's half throttle. It's just so wide it can't flip over. Sort of like the wheelie and endo in the race. Like the wheelie. Like the wheelie. If you love doing wheelies. Well, I got a call in the middle of that, so that's going to conclude the run on this Outcast. It's definitely a fun one. It turns really, really well. It wheelies like crazy. This is definitely a wheelie king. So this is definitely a unique RC. If you want one that loves to wheelie at any speed, this is the one to get. Definitely a fun RC by Arma. It doesn't seem to have as much kick, but I'm blaming it on this remote because I'm using the factory remote with it. So this thing 100% needs to get changed out. And that steering servo, same thing, it's lazy. When I was trying to do circles, all it was doing was pushing the steering wheel straight. And one subscriber mentioned that maybe the steering wheel servo is weak so that it doesn't flip over. That's possible that they're running a weak servo with these big tires and that it pushes the wheels straight. But the way I like to run my RCs, I'd rather them flip over and it turn when I turn. So if it starts to flip over, you know, I want to be able to control it with the throttle and take some steering out myself. I don't want the remote or the RC to do it for me. That's why I take off a lot of the AVC and all the throttle and steering wheel controls. On my high-speed cars, you know, a lot of them I have gyros. On my Limitless and Infraction, both of those, well, the Limitless, I took the gyro off of it. So the Outcast, I still have it on because I run the factory remote with that one. That one, the remote seems to be okay right now. But if I ever want to do high-speed runs with that Infraction, I'm going to have to swap out that receiver. But thanks for watching, guys. I think I was gonna run this against the E-Revo because they seem to be about the same RC, 6S. They seem to be pretty good comparison, but the E-Revo is going to eat that thing up in a straight line. The E-Revo is just going to take off while this thing's doing wheelies. So I just don't think that's fair. In running the RC, the Outcast is pretty much its own RC, and this E-Revo, it's just a jumping backflip machine. Just like I think the Outcast will be. I think jumping the Outcast and backflipping it and doing all that, that's when I think I'll compare these two on some jumps. Because straight line, speed runs, the E-Revo is going to eat that Outcast up. So I'm not gonna do that. You can tell just by running it yourself that that it's going to eat it up. So we'll get these two to the dirt and run them that way, and then we'll see. I'm sure the Outcast you'll be able to flip this thing in the air non-stop, where the E-Revo maybe 1 or 2 backflips and then you got to land it. Where this thing you could probably do double that with that short wheelbase. So thanks for watching this part of it. I'm gonna get my Max going right now, and I'm gonna do some running with the Max. All right, thanks. All right, I'm out with the Max again. Just finished running the Outcast. I was gonna run the Outcast and the Max together, and maybe I should have. I was talking about running the E-Revo against the Outcast, but the E-Revo would just, you know, outpower it in a straight line at this park. As far as backflips, I think the Outcast is the wheelie and backflip king when it comes off jumps. I think the E-Revo would be fun to bash with that one, but I'm gonna give this a rip. And this thing's a wheelie king too, just not as much. Maybe I should have run the Outcast and the Max together. But I'm going to give this a little quick bash out here, have some fun down here at this park, and see how this thing does. I got a fully charged battery on 4S, so we'll see how it does. This is definitely a lot. It feels faster than the Outcast for some reason, or maybe it's just the throttle response. I have a feeling it's the remote with the Outcast. Yeah, I think top speed the Outcast probably faster, but the acceleration off the line, this Max is definitely better, because I can double wheelie that. That Outcast. This one I can't pop it back up. That's getting up on one wheel. reason. And I don't want to destroy the body on concrete anyway. How it gets up on one wheel in the wheelies, because then it goes for that tumble. It's probably that, you know what, it's probably that, that gyro up in the air trying to keep it going straight. I'm going to turn that down. Gyro is way too high up, so it's trying to correct when it's doing a wheelie and start getting up on one wheel. All two wheels, you see that? Trying to flip over. Back towards those cars. Got them all laying out of the car. I know Chloe's not watching them. You can pause it.
I did such bad.
All right, I'm gonna run my two X-Maxes. Me and my son are gonna run them around, and my little daughter right there, she's gonna go ahead and be the photographer on this one, the videographer. He's gonna be running the orange X-Maxx, and I'm gonna be running the blue and black X-Maxx. All right, so here we go. I'll pass the camera off to her. Let's get them turned on. Your truck. Ready, Chloe? Come on. These tires are way too heavy. I'm going to swap these out and put the stock tires on like the orange X-Maxx, because they're just too heavy. You can tell when it's in a wheelie. You can just hear all the bearings struggling. Some big RCs. You ready? Yeah, we're not gonna, don't go past the concrete
I
though.
know, I know.
And don't slam on the brake.
Yep.
I just want to see if the Max 6 makes any difference from the stock one. I haven't seen that. Stay away from the tree. All right.
3, 2, 1, go!
Ran into the tree. Ran into that tree. Just turn and go straight. Definitely hard to race because all they want to do is go up in a wheelie. You get too excited.
I can't see, I'm too short.
Yeah.
I'm sure I can't see anything.
It's good.
You wheelied, you went right in front of me.
Yeah. I cut you off.
Yeah. You need to face it straight. You're still not straight. It's got ABC. It's going to try to correct. So you want a wheel stand. Ready?
3, 2, hurry up. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, but at least he landed it. Okay, you're that way. Turn, 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 turn. Come. Come.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to tell. Let's go to the sand.
Hey, Dad, how long can you hold the wheelie for?
Across the park?
Oh, you snap.
It's already just 1 minute.
I want to see how they do in the sand.
Be careful with the little kid.
Yeah, they're playing in the sand.
Yeah.
He's always crossing in front of me. You can hear how hard that these tires hit versus those tires.
You just see Peanut trying to cut in front of you.
Always. Just the curve.
5 minutes.
Told you, don't. I did it.
Look at all that sand that fell out. I'm not going to flip this one over with those wheels. It'll end up breaking it.
Did you see all
No,
the
they're not.
sand?
Those are the stock wheels.
6 minutes, people.
Fine.
Really? How to come from you?
Don't go on that side. There's kids over there. But that's it. That's both X-Maxxes. Just a short little bash. Well, just a short little park ride. We didn't even really bash. A lot of crashing. But thanks for watching my two X-Maxxes out here at the park, playing around in the sand, playing around on the grass. Appreciate you.